Hello, my name is Senyo. Welcome to the Citizen on Bray TV. Today we will be discussing the fight against Galamsey as a people and as a nation. To do the digest today, I have Nene Odonko and Rashid Isa. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you, bro.
Are we really fighting the Galamsey?
Personally, I think the government is not doing it as a presidential special initiative, as a PSI.
Okay.
It looks from the recent meeting Akufo-Addo had with the paramount chiefs of the various traditional areas involved. He made it clear that what we are doing is policy-based. It's not going to be done as on whim. I think we feel that there is a problem and that we are going to attack the problem on whim. And that is what I like about the approach, because the government is gradual. It is looking at it in three phases, looking at formulating the policy that will even cater for the people who are going to lose jobs because they have been indulging in this for a very long time, and that has defined their source of livelihood for a long time. So I think the approach by the government is very good because it's going to be based on policy, and any government that inherits this policy can build on the policy, and in some few years we can see that we can do a total justice to
Any other successive government can also take up from that case.
Yes,
Rashid.
Thank you very much, Royce. Let me say hello to your viewers and then a happy birthday to yourself.
Thank you.
The fight against Galamsey, I'm just going to go straight to the point. We are trying our best to fight Galamsey. It's a good thing. Resources are getting them and other stuff. But then let's try to understand where we are trying to drive ourselves into as a nation. Most of these people do Galamsey basically to feed themselves and in their family. Now we are trying to seize Galamsey with immediate effect. Let's ask ourselves, what are they going to do aside Galamsey? Have we prepared measures before we start campaigning against Galamsey? Now, if these things are not there, and then you are now going to think of policies, yet you sent forces out to stop them and then seize their machines, what happens to we? We are increasing social vices, so more criminals are going to come into town. Abi knows Galamsey, so now we will come and then rob you and then spend them. So they are trying to fight Galamsey, yes, we all are against it because it's not good. But personally, I think the approach, one way or the other, I won't say it's not good, but then it's less effective. Let us try to find out what we will let them do when there is no Galamsey before we think of eliminating them. Seizing their machines, attacking them with force, trying to stop them with work, will rather bring more implications to we as citizens.
There's a hashtag that hashtag Stop Galamsey, but you see, it's more of a media hype. The media is so much out there on the fight against Galamsey through the hashtag Stop Galamsey. But do we really have institutions coming on board to support the Stop Galamsey?
Well, I have followed the ruling governments for some time now since they took over. I think a ministry has been set to undertake such activities. But maybe he's here to put in something for us all to see. But mere words, I'm sure, maybe for media hype, like you're saying, I've just heard mere words. I'm here to see actions.
But personally, I feel the government approach is the best for me. Because whatever we do, we need to let the process be to the point and pragmatic. What he's trying to see is he's looking at eventuality and he's casting aspersions in a way. I think if I stop doing Galamsey, it doesn't necessarily mean I'll go and do, maybe I can go and sell Konturi. You understand? Or I can go and sell pure water. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll go and get into a social vibe. We are formulating a policy framework where we are going to inculcate all the problems that will arise out of it and see that we deal with it on the short term and the long term. So all these employment issues will rise. The case of or find another job and all that. All right. The policy framework will deal with it. And that is what the government is doing. We are not just going to rush. It is not something that we can achieve in even maybe 4 years. If maybe another government comes, well, they will build on that policy. So it's something that will be documented. You understand? And when it's documented, it will have powers in our constitution to deal with all the fringes of this Galamsey. So the government's approach is the best. That's what is done in every proper democracy. To deal with every issue on policy.
But don't you think our people also take such policies for granted if they stop Galamsey? Let's say someone in a small village who has never been to school, but is making, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis or 500 Ghana cedis a day out of Galamsey. With this policy in place, how does the person survive? Maybe you put him in a small corner where he's going to make, let's say, 100 Ghana cedis a day. You know, it wouldn't be enough for him. So how do we sustain that?
Good, very good question. Now, let's look at the person's life, building up to indulging in Galamsey. You finish, because of you finish maybe GSS, you then maybe because of some family pressure, you needed quick money, you went into Galamsey, you didn't continue your schooling. Okay, now you are in the Galamsey for a time, and the government is now being proactive to stop in Galamsey. And now you are talking about the money differential. We are not a capitalist nation. In fact, our economy is not at that level to be looking at interventions in terms of money. Okay. You understand? So we can't, even though that line is there where we are looking at, it is very unfortunate for someone who used to earn 500 a day, not earning that anymore. But in any democracy, salaries are defined based on structure. You understand? So the argument about not earning 500 a day again is valid to a point. We don't sensitize paying salaries in a democracy. We have a system that sets up a salary structure for any job being done, and people are paid. So it is very sensational, it's very fleeting, and something to just get people jolted that, oh, I used to earn 1,000 Ghana a day, and now I won't earn. What you were doing to earn 1,000 Ghana a day is like a cocaine dealer. A cocaine, Pablo Escobar. He built so many things for Colombia. Colombia is what it is in sports because of Pablo Escobar's cocaine dealing. He built so many stadia. He built government structures. Their parliament house was on his shoulders. You understand? So if today, because of what Pablo Escobar did, and he was earning so much money, you say that he can't earn that when he stops dealing in cocaine.
Well, because he has invested, you know, he has invested, so he is making money out of it. But here lies the case: people have not invested. We are not getting something here.
No, you can't justify a vice.
Oh, I'm not justifying. This is the thing. I earn 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Someone who struggles from morning to
exactly, and I earn 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now the situation is
the way that in some few years will keep Ghana importing water. Doesn't care.
But here, like,
and I'm telling you that if the government is interfering to make sure the right thing is being done, and we are going to pay you when we inculcate you in a system
by applying force
in a policy framework, we are going to set up how we will pay you on our salary structure. Yeah. It's just that unfortunate that you can't be earning that much again.
You can't earn.
Yeah, you can't earn, and we can't be apologetic about that.
So you're intending to create policies that will
end. You can't be immoral and be getting 1,000 Ghana, and I seek to make you moral and see how to get good money. And you tell me that, no, it will be on a salary structure. We have structures for whatever we do.
For what employment? For what form of employment?
What form of employment?
Past Galamsey.
That's what the policy framework would define. There are lots of work.
But why have we not developed a policy and then we are trying to put an end to something? What do I do during that work? No, you see, let me take you back a little bit. There is someone who is trying to fight against something who has initially allowed us to believe that he was rather going to put in more energy into it. Now you've lied to us in the first stage, excuse my language, if I might put it that way. You politically spoke nicely to us, made expensive promises that you are going to put in more effort to make sure Galamsey activities go high. Now, a few months after you've been given power, you come back and then the major activity you're trying to hammer on is to tell us to put an end to Galamsey. Now, in the first place, we as individual citizens believe that we've been lied to. Now, what shows that you asking us to quit Galamsey now and then create a policy that will allow us to earn something maybe not close to a Galamsey income? How do you want us to believe you? That is why I went back by saying that yes, it is good we are trying to stop Galamsey. Yes, government is trying to bring chiefs together to make sure they see in their, in their communities and so forth. What measures is government putting in place to make sure that this Galamsey is going to come to an end now, yet the people involved are going to do something equal that will earn them income to watch their people? We don't have them.
What we are saying here,
we don't have them. You are now going to build policies.
Purist about the process.
No, I'm giving you the facts.
Those are not facts.
This is the fact. Now, they said there is one preacher man who always says that if you do anything without thinking of complications, then it's a wrong analysis.
It's not working as if they are oblivious.
But government is acting as if I'm putting myself in the shoes of the Galamseyers. It is not good, but I'm putting myself in their shoes. Now government says stop it. Why should I stop? Stop it so that I want to prepare a policy that will enable you to get some income. So what do I do while those policies are being prepared? Now, if I were to be in the shoes of government, the first thing I would do is that if I were to be in the shoes of government, I've been able to prepare A, B, C, D for you. I promise some factories, if I have them, I promise some jobs. Or I've been able to create this thing that will sustain you, maybe on the job training. Now, due to this, I want you to stop Galamsey so we can save our water bodies. We'll be able to get good potable water, blah, blah, blah. So do this. Now, it makes sense. Stop Galamsey to save our water bodies, yet you are still earning it. Now, after you are earning this, I have some other policies because it's not everybody who's going to get into this thing. So my argument here is that put measures in place, tell them to stop. Exactly.
So they should keep destroying the environment
without the policy
before we tell them
they shouldn't stop Galamsey.
I'm not saying they shouldn't stop Galamsey. We are making a lot of adverts, announcements, campaigning against Galamsey. It is just fair that you come to their level, try to let them understand why you want them to stop, not because you want them to go hungry. We need to do a lot of education. We can't just go and then. But the heat, it is not enough. It is not enough. But the heat that is coming now is making it seem that governments have tried all the other measures and they decided to apply force.
I believe what happened is the past week.
Yes.
We realized that we need to do a lot of education because some people went to one mining site into a pit and they all got trapped. 22 people lost their lives.
It's rather unfortunate for them.
Age category. They are all young men. And the oldest among them was 32 years.
About 32
19 years, 20 years, 21.
And you know most of our youth are also entering into this era where we are getting so attracted to flashy stuff. So we want to get quick money and then go through. But then there is, because we are lacking education somewhere. These people are between the ages of 19 years and then probably 25. Let me leave the 32. They know their life. They are lacking education somewhere. So let's use this opportunity to educate them on why not to enter into Galamsey, even after junior high school or senior high school dropouts. But we brought in force, taking military men to the sites, go and seize their equipment, arrest them. People are going to go back into them because there are no measures created. You're only asking us to stop. But start from education.
Oh, what education?
The fact that I'm teaching a child and then the child is not trying to.
I think what they're doing, you are doing both
It is not working. Then they are failing.
It's not working because
But at least we are talking some successes.
Yeah.
So
Which
far.
successes are we talking so far?
Do
Do you know
I can't
when?
say up till now,
Do you
no
know
one has
when?
done
Do you know
Galamsey.
when? Do you know when machines were being seized some years back, saying they should stop Galamsey? Where did it end? Are we not? Are we?
do it anymore?
I'm not saying we shouldn't do it anymore. These measures have been used then, when we applied force on people to get their equipment. We applied force on people to leave their site. Ask yourself, where did it get to?
Okay,
So why don't we change our policy? Force is not working. Educate them. Educate them.
Okay.
If our education has a problem, as to educating us on what wealth is, traditionally, Africans, we are not capital. In fact, capitalism was invented by one of these European minds, you understand, to run a state. One, we are not naturally capital. You understand? To be looking at everything on a money level is something that was brought in. So our education is supposed to teach us what is prosperity and wealth. Maybe our education has failed there, but it is rather important that we have that social problem where we think money first before everything. In fact, we go to churches, we hear God first, but we know actually from our day-to-day actions, it's money first. So if that one has led me to go and be doing Galamsey, let's say it's unfortunate, but I'm there. Now I'm doing the Galamsey, which is wrong. It is giving a lot of bad ripple effects. You understand? So now that that problem is happening, somebody comes to me and says that, oh my friend, this thing that you are doing, you are making money. You are even helping the society. Your children are in good schools. You are living well. But in some 50 years, in some 20 years, you will deplete our natural resources. You understand? So can you just stop so that I will find something for you to do?
That is what
If
you are
you don't
lacking.
have an option, I will find an option for you to delve into. Is it criminal, or is it unintelligent, or is uninformed?
You know, even as a people,
What?
okay,
No, wait,
sometimes
let me land.
we
Can I land?
Okay, you land.
What he's doing is looking at it in a very purist way, very objective way, which is good. But every objectivity we have comes from a subject. We need to look at the subjectivity of the matter. We can't let them be doing the work whilst they should still be doing the Galamsey. From what I'm reading from you, so let them keep doing.
I think you're reading a wrong book.
Don't worry.
So I like the way you have landed.
You're saying that let them keep doing it.
I never said let them keep doing it.
I will get down with the education.
And the second thing I'm also reading, he's trying to say that the government really doesn't know what they are into.
I'm not
They
saying.
just rush to gain political.
So you see, once again, my letter colleague is getting me all wrong.
No, I'm not getting you.
What I'm saying is that the policy the government is using now, the kind of measures they are using now, have been implemented before, and it didn't work. So why is government repeating the same efforts?
They are not repeating the same.
Exactly, by putting force into them.
Higher, where they are developing a policy framework.
So develop it and then come and ask us to stop. Then he has just educated me. I'm not saying let us keep working. This is my argument.
Oh, no. Now, listen, right? Now, the policy is not ready.
Exactly.
So, Galamsey should go on.
No, I'm not saying.
Is that what you're trying
You are
So
government.
he's making room for like that.
I'm not.
Us doing the policy and the policy being ready. Okay, so what would the people be doing?
So can I explain my point?
And the government cannot be apologetic for making them stop.
Can I explain my point
That
now?
is very immoral.
Can I explain my point now? You are the government. You are the Galamsey. I'm the education. You are preparing your policies that will enable Galamseyers to live a better life and then save our water
We have
bodies.
not said better life.
It means you are going to watch them go into social vices.
No.
Then let me flow.
See, the tangent
Let me
better.
flow.
The tangent better.
No, a better life in the sense that
meaningful living.
Of course, meaningful
better
living.
life.
To compare the damage they are causing to our natural resources,
Better life,
our water
I think.
bodies and
Yes.
other stuff, to the monies they make, let's say on daily basis, then wouldn't go anywhere.
But if you don't think of that, then it means they can also because already they don't care. They are dirty in our bodies. So if you don't think of their, benefits, you are going to fight a losing battle.
No,
They are not
sometimes-
the people, they are not the
sometimes
only people in the
sometimes as
country.
a people, we
But
want
how
to
many
look
of
at
us-
the hard way.
how many
That's
of
why
us-
Maybe you think they are using military force to
Yeah.
clear them off the place, burn down their machines.
When
and
I'm
stuff for them
thirsty-
to
I don't
stop.
think he has a point.
When I'm thirsty, when I'm thirsty, when he is thirsty, when you are thirsty, you can easily walk into a shop and then buy a bottle of water or a
When
sachet
they-
back and then
when
come
they
home.
get
Most
a
of these
bottle of
people
water-
have their own means of getting them. I'm not sure they do mining inside the mountains. Now, these people are there in those areas. They are dirtying our waters. We have people coming out.
now-
I'm not saying they should go. I'm
Now,
not saying they should go and then continue with Galamsey.
You know what? Now the issue of Galamsey has extended beyond our borders. It's now affecting Ivory Coast.
Because we are lacking
Recently,
education.
Dr. Frimpong went for a conference in Ivory Coast, and their president was complaining bitterly that Ivorian waters are now being affected by
Galamsey
and
activities.
it's join their people from their waters. And this is a bad image for our country. Okay, I think we have a lot to talk about when it comes to this Galamsey issue. So catch us next week. We'll have a part 2 of it. I am Waisenyo and I've been with Nene Odonko and Rashid Isa. Watching The Citizen on Great TV. You can follow Great TV on all social media, Great TV Online, and on our website, greattvonline.com. Be a citizen, not a spectator.